Welcome back. St. George's University in Grenada has indicated that as part of its plan for a safe return to campus life, COVID-19 vaccinations will be required for all students, faculty, staff, administrators, vendors, and visitors on campus. In a statement, the university noted that many universities around the world are requiring COVID-19 vaccinations as part of their return strategies for the fall term.
Any workplace that you're working, if the employer tells you that you must be vaccinated to continue working, please do not resign. Please do not resign. If the employer insists that you can't come on the compound and is not paying you, if you have a union, your union will take up the matter, engage the company, and then it will go through the different process.
This was the message to all employees from TAU President General Andre Lewis, who also holds the posts as Labour Senator and President of the Trade Union Council. The Technical and Allied Workers Union was present at the entrance to St. George's University on Tuesday morning as unvaccinated employees were refused entry into the compound. On May 12th, SGU issued a statement reaffirming its commitment to a safe return to campus for the August term by requiring COVID-19 vaccination for all students, faculty and staff among others on campus starting June 15th. On Tuesday, those who ignored the advice of their union to not show up for work were present, while others were seen being checked on entry for their vaccination cards.
We wrote the workers and advising them that based on what the school have said, those who are not vaccinated ought not to come to the gate because the school will not allow you to come in. The workers were concerned as to whether or not, if they didn't show up to the gate, they could be accused of abandoning their job. So we wrote them, pointing out that you cannot be accused of abandoning your job because it is the school who told you not to come.
Lewis says, having engaged SGU since February, while maintaining that vaccination ought not to be a condition of employment, they are now at this point.
The school obviously has disagreed with us in the context that the workers are not dismissed. So the workers are still employed with the school. They are not allowing them to come to the compound, and they are saying that they will not be paid. We have a totally different view, and because this has happened today for the first time in terms of the actual application of that policy, we are in the process of engaging the school to start the industrial dispute resolution process.
He outlines the process the union will take toward a resolution.
We will ask the workers to contact the union. We will discuss with the workers and all of the different options in terms of the process. Certainly there must be an engagement with the school again because there are no new conditions now. Whereas before yesterday, one couldn't say with certainty that this is the final amount of people. We know as of today, there must be a final amount of people who have not been vaccinated. And therefore that can influence the discussion as to a possible resolution.
GBN contacted SGU for a comment on this development and was informed that a statement will be issued soon. I am Gerald Joseph for GBN News.
This debate surrounding mandatory vaccination was discussed on the GBN show Beyond the Headlines with host Odette Campbell. Speaking on the matter, Peter Richards, who formed part of the panel on the show, a St. Lucian-born Trinidadian-based journalist, had this to say.
And in St. Vincent and the Grenadines, I think earlier this month, the Prime Minister said, and I want to put it into perspective as to what he said, that vaccination can be ordered for both private and public sector workers, and that the law allows a person to be legally fired if they refuse to be vaccinated. His argument is that in the case of both the public and private sectors, the employer has a right to have a safe place of work, including a healthy place for you to work. Now, given the pandemic that we have, the COVID-19, it is obvious that employers and even the employee would want to know that he or she is working in an environment that they do not contract that virus. It's not a virus where you could probably say, okay, I could stay home tomorrow and after one day I'll feel good. You know what's happening. The chances are of imminent death or imminent demise going forward. So you would obviously want an environment where you would want people to feel comfortable working. And I believe in all instances, given what we've been told, the COVID-19 is a pandemic that despite the vaccines and what have you, this is something we now have to, as Caribbean people, as global people, as part of the world, we now have to live with that pandemic. And if we have to live with that pandemic, there are certain things that we have to agree to abide by, and one of them would be taking a vaccination.
That clip courtesy GBN. The start of construction of a new wing to the Vide-Bouteille Combined School is being seen as a welcome addition to an institution which has served the community of Leclerc and surrounding communities for decades. Chris Satney has more.
The Department of Education, Innovation and Gender Relations, under the Education Quality Improvement Project EQUIP, broke ground recently for the construction of the school block, which will comprise 3 stories, with the 3rd and 2nd levels, each housing 5 classrooms, with accompanying male and female washroom facilities. The ground floor will serve as an open breezeway with male and female bathroom facilities. Parliamentary Representative for Castries North, Honorable Stevenson King, in whose constituency the school is located, says he has advocated for the school's upgrade for many years and thinks the new wing to be constructed will add quality to the instruction received by students and boost their ability for higher education at secondary schools of their choice, some of which are located within the district.
I believe we're on the home stretch. On the home stretch to the finish line, to ensure that those who are here now, who are students and who are participating in this exercise, can associate themselves with a vision for education in this country, a determination for better education, better school facilities, and the fulfillment of an education institution that can continue to participate in one of the more, if not the most successful education district on the island by having the cream of the crop in secondary education and the cream of the crop in primary education.
The sword-turning ceremony conducted by the government last week follows on the heels of another conducted just over a week ago for the construction of the Laguerre Primary School. Minister for Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, Honorable Dr. Gail Rigobert, says the ministry is actively pursuing the overall transformation of the nation's education sector in order to make those who benefit from it more globally competitive.
While many important determinants of effective learning are beyond our systemic control, it is imperative that we collectively optimize the effects that we can control. One undervalued yet key determinant in fostering students' achievement in the physical learning environment or the quality of our school plans, which impacts upon student morale and teacher commitment.
The project also provides enhanced parking facilities for staff and visitors, upgraded water storage capacity, and an improved sewage solution for the entire school. The contract for the unit's construction has been awarded to Construction and Industrial Equipment Limited (CIE) at a cost of 4.5 million EC dollars. Prime Minister and Minister for Finance Honorable Alan Chasney told students gathered at the ceremony to embrace their weaknesses in order to overcome them and excel in their education like many before them.
You must embrace failure. You must embrace an idea and believe in it until somebody proves to you that it's not true. But now your power of knowledge becomes greater because you've learned firsthand. This is what this new smart school is all about.
Government will break ground for the construction of a new unit at the Gordon and Walcott Memorial Methodist School on Thursday of this week. The contract for the unit's construction has been awarded to Prudy's Construction Services Limited at a cost of 6.5 million EC dollars. From the Communications Unit of the Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, I am Chris Satney reporting.
More often than not, the less fortunate members of society are disproportionately affected by social ills. Recognizing this, Form 1 students of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School, as part of their community service project, provided meals to the less fortunate in hopes of alleviating their hunger and bettering their day.
The less fortunate members of our society, often forgotten, were graced with meals from the Form 1 students of the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School. This initiative is the manifestation of the Community Service Project, an aspect of the Education for Democratic Citizenship program at the school. Form 1 student Terry Shalmine speaks to the conceptualization of the initiative and why he felt it was necessary.
Today was a project for EDC. We were helping the homeless today because we have seen a lot of them without food or a place to stay. So today we gathered together to help them out. We gave out sandwiches, tuna fish and cheese, and we gave cocoa tea today. So I hope we gave every single one at least 4 of each. So we gave mostly everyone.
Education for Democratic Citizenship teacher Judelia Medad Sante Esteban speaks on the application of the subject at the Castries Comprehensive Secondary School and the successes of the program.
The implementation of EDC at CCSS has been going wonderfully. This is not the only topic. There are other things like forgiveness, and we looked at this term. We looked at gang violence and how forgiveness can be impactful and beneficial to our society. When it comes to the fruits, I have seen some fruit. I have seen some discussion among the students, but it will take some time for us to really see. It is not one of these subjects that is quantitative, it is qualitative. So it will take some time to see the character development. But yes, for now, I can say that it has been successful.
Education for Democratic Citizenship is a subject which focuses on developing social skills and aiding students to maneuver in real-life situations. For Hot 7 Nightly News.
Stay with us, there's more news after the break.